Well done. Keep up this great effort. Keep investing that time every single day. You know what? Even if you can find just 15 minutes a day to invest into you, the benefits of that invested time will make such a huge difference to the way your future turns out. It's worth it. 15 minutes. Pay the price today. 15 minutes. Live the promise tomorrow. Awesome, guys. Okay, so let's get going, right? Awesome. Okay, so what we want to do right now is we want to have a look at how you will engage both your existing and future customers, right? So, the whole concept behind a social selling strategy is all about engagement. It's about education. It's about putting the right information in front of the right person at the right time. So, to remain engaged and top of mind. So, the biggest concept that you want to ensure that you follow is social selling is all about keeping engaged and remaining top of mind. You see, when you're talking about, let's talk about future customers, right? So future customers, there's obviously a process. So the first thing is you want to create awareness. So social media is brilliant for you to actually start creating awareness. Then you can engage your customer, your future customer rather, as they go down through each stage in your sales pipeline. So you're going to engage them at each stage. But remember, you want to not be forgotten, because obviously, as things are going through each stage in your sales funnel, your customers need to have you and your organization top of mind. So you've got to use social media, social selling. So social selling, remember, is not just social media, it's not just LinkedIn, it's not just Facebook, it's not just YouTube, it also includes SMSs, WhatsApp messages, e-signs, e-books, etc. So let those creative juices flow and say, okay, so how can we, because we've got all these different methods of communication, we've got all the content we want to supply to them, we know what their challenges are, we've researched them extensively. How are we going to deliver that information so that we remain top of mind? You want to show customers who you are and how you can help them, right? So what I say is, sales today is all about, or should I rather change it and say, how do you spell sell? And it's not S-E-L-L, it's H-E-L-P. Because the moment you change the way you see selling, and selling is not about providing a product, selling is about helping. It's about supporting your customer to see that the transformation that you offer is aligned with what they need. In other words, the challenge or the partially undesirable state that they're in, because of your unique selling proposition, because of the advantages that you have over your customers in that specific area, you're able to transform their business or transform their situation, put them in a more favorable position, right? So you want to improve connection and engagement. Now, think about that. Social media is all about connection, right? So it's about providing, like I said, how do you connect and engage with somebody? Well, you understand, first of all, you understand what their challenges are. You understand how your product, in other words, you connect your product, your solution to their challenge. Now what you want to do is you want to communicate and show them, because here's where the challenge comes in. You know that your solution will help, but does your customer know? And that's what social media can help you do. Or should I rather say social selling? Remember, social selling is not just social media. It's a number of other facets. So think about all of those facets and make sure that you use social media to engage your customer, to remain top of mind, to make sure that your customer understands you know how your product will help. Use social selling to remind your customer, or should I rather say even inform your customer about the transformation that they'll get to enjoy. You want to engage your customers in regular contact using different media. Now, we talk about existing and future customers. Like we say, with future customers, we need to encourage engagement right the way to improve the velocity, or should I rather say increase the velocity of deals as they go through our sales pipeline. When we're talking about existing customers, regular contact is really important, right? So you know that it's impossible for you to visit every single customer every single day. Not that your customers would want that, but remember, we've divided our existing customers into A, B, and C, depending on current buying patterns, in other words, on what they're currently buying, or on their potential to buy big volumes down the road. So we divided them into A, B, and C customers. Now what we want to do is we want to use different media to remain engaged. Remember what I said to you, and I'm going to say this again because it's so important. Customers don't leave because of price, quality, or service. They leave because of lack of appreciation. Now think about this with your existing customers now. With your existing customers, you've got a whole lot of additional media that you can use not to interrupt them, but to show them value, to show your appreciation, to remain engaged, to provide the right information at the right time. So this is where your creative juices, this is where your knowledge of your industry is so critical. You know what works for your customers, you know what's right for your customers, you know what media works for your customers. So really dig deep and think, how can I leverage social selling and my multi-channel communication strategy most effectively? You want to use your social selling. You want to use it to be visible all the time. So you want to be visible all the time, but you don't want to interrupt. And that's the power of social media. You can use the feed, someone's feed on LinkedIn. You can send them emails in LinkedIn. You can send them valuable articles. You can really let those creative juices flow, that you remain top of mind with your new customers or your future customers as you move them through your funnel. And with your existing customers, imagine the power of always showing up, of always being top of mind for all of your existing customers. That's the power of a multi-channel communication strategy, and this piece of a multi-channel communication strategy, namely social selling.